Hi everybody, Al Bernstein here with another one of my video blogs. As many of you know, I'm pretty active on Twitter, at Al Bernstein, in case you didn't know. And one of the things about that medium, while it's not the most nuanced place to have a discussion, only 140 characters allowed, and sometimes there's no gray area, it's all black and white with people. Often, however, you can find some interesting ideas, and one of the ideas that has been stated to me in a number of different tweets is the fact that sometimes in boxing we see even the people that cover the sport kind of veering in certain directions and kind of taking sides with either promoters or certain fighters or certain networks, if you will. And one of the interesting things is that I've received many, many tweets in recent months and over the last couple of years about the boxing channel. And invariably, people say, you know, you don't seem to take any sides. You cover everything. You talk about every fight. You talk about every promoter. You talk about fights on both networks. And it's a refreshing approach. To me, that's just correct. And that's just normal. That's the way it should be. That's called being fair. When you're covering a sport, and boxing is very different than covering other sports because it's not like other sports. I often say boxing is laissez-faire capitalism run amok. There's no league running it. People can pretty much do whatever they want. So different alliances are formed. And I always say if the other sports didn't have a structure, we'd have the exact same thing. Can you imagine owners like Jerry Jones or others, you know, if they weren't controlled by a league, they would pretty much be Don King and Bob Arum and all the other promoters that, you know, try and make their own way. So for me, there is no other way for us to approach it on this channel. I'm confident that we don't always get it right. You never can. I'm confident that sometimes perhaps somebody can look at a piece on this channel and say, gee, I wish they'd asked this question, or maybe they should have included this fact. But I guarantee you any of those omissions are purely accidental. Our aim is to cover everything in the sport of boxing. Our aim is to be fair as we possibly can to everybody. We don't want to shy away from bringing you controversy when it's part of the story, but we want to do it in as fair a way as is possible. And we want to give the participants a chance to state their views, not just us stating our views. I'm proud of the work of our correspondents who are terrific at what they do, and I appreciate the comments from the folks on Twitter about it. We're committed to this course on the boxing channel. We're committed to covering the sport as fairly as we can, as comprehensively as we can, and letting you often be the judge of where you sit on a situation, whether it's a controversy or simply whether somebody won a fight or how good fighter A is and fighter B is. We just want to provide you with comments, information, and some opinions as well.